Now in Good Morning Northwest, a quiet Spokane neighborhood stunned by a shootout and standoff that trapped some people for hours. What we've learned about the gunman and how the whole thing started.
Today, we're going to see another round of those scattered afternoon showers, but a little warmer weather is moving in. We'll have the details on that coming your way.
And violent attacks by a pack of teenagers in downtown Spokane. What the police chief wants you to know about them and why he says you should not be afraid to visit downtown. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Friday, April the 14th. We are continuing to follow breaking news of an hours-long standoff on the South Hill last night. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says a man who shot at deputies is now in the hospital and is facing several charges.
This all happened right next to Moran Prairie Elementary. Destiny Richards is live at the school. And Destiny, we just received word that the school will operate as normal today.
That's right. Moran Prairie families should have received an email from Spokane Public Schools early this morning saying law enforcement gave them the all clear to resume classes as normal today. But there will be extra support on campus for students, staff, and families who need help processing everything that happened yesterday. And if you're just waking up, getting the kids ready for school, just be aware that the standoff is over, but law enforcement are still at the scene investigating. That man is in the hospital and has multiple charges against him, 2 counts of second-degree assault as well as second-degree domestic violence and robbery. And let's give you a look at that scene yesterday. It started around 6:30 when neighbors reported hearing shots fired. Law enforcement quickly shut down roads and sent in the sheriff's department's heavy-duty vehicle. People in the area were told to shelter in place as there was a man with a rifle shooting. Sheriff John Knowles says they knew of the man. Wednesday evening, a designated crisis response team notified deputies of a man who was a danger to himself or others. After investigating the claim, deputies say they had probable cause to arrest him on the multiple charges.
We had undercover and plainclothes deputies on the scene surveilling the residents to make sure that the subject did not do anything to endanger the neighbors or anyone other than himself at the time.
Knowles says undercover officers watched him go to the Safeway on 57th and Regal, where he got into a confrontation, started threatening others, and was escorted out. Investigators followed him to his home, and gunfire was exchanged. Knowles said he doesn't know who fired first, the suspect or deputies. And after the standoff that locked down the neighborhood for several hours, Sheriff Knowles said the man came out of the house before 10 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thursday was taken to the hospital for medical care. Boy Scout troops and YMCA basketball players were inside. Nearby Moran Prairie Elementary School had to stay there until the situation was over. And again, the area was blocked off for several hours. Now that the standoff is over, there's no threat to the public. Moran Prairie, again, will open as normal. Classes will resume as normal. But definitely a scary situation yesterday, and we'll have that reaction from neighbors who were in the area coming up later. I'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Yeah, so incredibly fortunate no one else was hurt in that. Destiny, thanks so much.
All right, let's get to Mark Peterson with that first alert forecast for the weekend.
All right, good morning. Everything is just getting a touch colder this morning as we see the sun starting to rise. Well, it's been up now for 1 minute. 25 into Coeur d'Alene. We're sitting at 32 degrees, mostly clear. Again, we've got some clouds. We're going to see increased cloud cover that's going to be moving in this afternoon. It will be warmer today when we look at those 4 things, but the afternoon shower is going to be prevalent again. I-90 north all the way to the Canadian line. It'll be a little warmer over the weekend, but more showers coming in late Sunday that could be more sustained. Forecast radar for today, it's the afternoon spotty showers with some of that heating that pushes across. Overnight, things are dry, clearing out. Another round of afternoon showers coming through on Saturday. Could be a little heavier than what we see this afternoon, and then another round coming in on Sunday. So it is going to be that which we will see. Highs or current conditions are hovering around 30 degrees all the way through the valley and into Liberty Lake. Our day today over the next 12 hours, increasing clouds, scattered showers starting this afternoon, and again, a high of 53 expected.
The Spokane Police Department is tracking a string of violent crimes in downtown Spokane committed by large groups of teenagers and young people.
Chief Craig Meidel is now pleading with parents and guardians to know where their children are at all times. Sydney Charles with the Breaking Now desk with details on this relatively new crime trend.
That's right, Robin and Derek. According to SPD's CompStat report, so far this year there have been 40 aggravated assaults in downtown Spokane. That's up from 28 this time last year.
We have seen a trend of groups of juveniles roaming in packs looking to prey on other people.
That's Spokane Police Chief Craig Meidel talking about a string of violent crimes in downtown Spokane committed by groups of teenagers. We first told you the story of a man who was attacked on the Monroe Street Bridge Tuesday night. 3 teens were arrested for that attack, and more arrests could be on the way. Police have detailed 4 attacks within the last couple of weeks, 2 of which happened in Riverfront Park. Police say they are roaming in packs and preying on people downtown, carrying weapons like pepper spray, knives, and even guns. Chief Meidel says they're sophisticated, changing out of their clothing after they commit these crimes.
One of the common denominators that we see when we're talking about people that prey on others is the home life is shattered. They come from broken homes, or they have parents or guardians that are uninvolved. We need to have those parents involved in every single aspect of their child's life, who they're hanging out with, who they're associating with, and where are they.
The chief says it's going to take community involvement to put a stop to these types of violent acts being committed by teenagers. More suspects are still out there, but the chief says it shouldn't drive people away from downtown. He says his officers know who these teens are, and they are actively looking for them. Recently, the police department adjusted its shifts, essentially doubling the number of officers it has patrolling downtown. As we move into the summer, you can expect to see more officers patrolling places that draw crowds like Riverfront Park. And Chief Meidel will join 920 News Now at 7:20 this morning to chat even further about the department's efforts. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
In a surprising twist for the housing market, banks are actually losing money on home loans.
Wells Fargo announced it would be scaling back on the mortgage business, and it's not alone. The Mortgage Bankers Association reported that independent mortgage banks and subsidiaries of chartered banks are in the red for the first time since 2008, losing an average of $300 on each mortgage. The MBA cited low housing inventory, affordability challenges, and the skyrocketing mortgage rates as reasons potential homeowners have backed out of the market. The average loan for first mortgages reached a high of $323,000. That's up significantly from $298,000 in 2022. All right, we've been telling you about the Post Falls School District's decision to move to a 4-day school week starting next year.
And the change has many parents concerned about what's going to happen. This all came about, though, for lots of reasons, but mainly the district hopes this helps keep more teachers and staff during alarmingly high turnover. According to the district superintendent, Post Falls has lost more than a third of its certified staff in the past 2 years. She tells us those teachers and other staff members often leave for Washington schools, where the pay is substantially better. The district hopes this 4-day school week incentivizes teachers and others to stay, offering them a Monday through Thursday schedule. There are some concerns, particularly when it comes to childcare for parents who can't be home with their kids.
We have a GAP program, a before and after child care program that we run within our school district, and we've talked with our GAP supervisor about could we provide no-cost child care to those people who are already involved in our program on Fridays, so that it would be cost neutral for parents.
For students not already enrolled in that program, parents will have to foot the bill for childcare. The district, however, has a partnership with the Boys and Girls Club, which agreed to provide low-cost childcare on Fridays. You want to read more about this story? You can find this on KXLY.com. Good morning. Northwest Time is now 6:08.
All right, we're going to send things over to Mark Peterson. The weekend looking great. It's the start of next week, a little different.
Trying to get through the morning. If you're in Sandpoint or North Idaho, areas of dense fog there. Everybody else is looking pretty good. We do have, again, sunshine, a few clouds out there, but thickening clouds for this afternoon. Your forecast coming up.
Religion, the Postal Service, and the Supreme Court. A case about to be heard by the highest court that could affect workers' rights.
And more trouble for Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. What a journalist uncovered that could not only be unethical, but also illegal after the break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by George G. Buick GMC.
The color of lilac is often used for the region, a hue between red and blue, but we think it's the color of the huckleberry that is the most special to the Inland Northwest. Just look for the purple, now at Rosars.
4 News
News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Mike Kohler.
Leading with integrity and respect, Mike's volunteer work ensures Atlas Assistance Dogs is set up for long-term success.
Every time you see a picture of somebody who just graduated sitting there with their dog, the smiles are just incredible.
Mike is a founder of Atlas Assistance Dogs, which specializes in the training of service dogs for those with disabilities. Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
Warmer weather is on the way, and it's time to spring into the outdoors at the General Store with some amazing deals.
Like the Intex Challenger K2 Kayak, on sale for $199.99. All Minn Kota electric trolling motors and rod and reel combos, 20% off. We have a huge variety of supplies for all you green thumbs.
50% off seed starting kits and all Livingston seed packs are buy one, get one 50% off. All these deals and more this month at the General Store. We have the fun stuff. See all the great deals at GeneralStoreSpokane.com.
Winning the $56,000 Fred's appliance upgrade at Northern Quest could change a lot about your kitchen. But eating your feelings in front of the fridge at 2 a.m.? Oof, that's still on you. Don't miss the $56,000 appliance upgrade at Northern Quest every Thursday in April. Get one free entry daily with your Camus Rewards card and play for even more. Details at northernquest.com.
If it seems each Rosars is a little different and unique, it's because they are. Rooted in the Northwest since 1934.
And launching the first supermarket in the region.
We've grown organically.
With each neighborhood store, we added Scratch Bakery, Service Deli, Service Meat, local produce.
Then, we were the first in the Inland Northwest to offer an organic and natural market, Huckleberries.
And now we've brought Huckleberries and our experts to each neighborhood Rosars.
Like Lincoln Heights, 5 Mile, The Y, and more. It's our people that make the difference.
At your local neighborhood Rosars.
Along with Huckleberries, naturally the best. Just look for the purple.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at what's new here on Good Morning Northwest. A looming legal battle could change the American workplace.
It centers around whether employers should be legally required to offer employees days off for religious reasons. Former post office employee Gerald Groff sued because USPS was scheduling him for Sunday shifts when he was unwilling to compromise his faith. Federal law requires employers to accommodate the religious beliefs of workers unless it would impose an undue hardship on business. 2 lower courts agreed with the Postal Service that Groff's refusal to work Sunday was clearly a hardship. The Supreme Court will hear the case next week.
Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas may be in hot water. A ProPublica report published yesterday says the justice failed to disclose a 2014 real estate deal he made with Republican mega donor, which ethics law experts said appears to be a violation of the law. That donor, Harlan Crow, has traveled with Justice Thomas and his wife, including excursions on Crow's yacht and private jet. The report will likely lead to fresh calls into an investigation into the relationship between the Thomases and Crow.
Ukrainian authorities are bolstering security measures ahead of possible Russian attacks over Easter weekend. People there are being discouraged from attending church services late at night, and many cemeteries will remain closed due to the danger of unexploded mines and Russian shelling. Eastern Orthodox Christians celebrate Palm Sunday and Easter a week after many Christians in the U.S. and other Western countries observe the holiday. In the past, Russian strikes have increased around specific dates and specific holidays.
It is 13 minutes past 6 o'clock. More importantly, it's a Friday. Here's your 10-second takeaway. It's going to be a cool morning, if not cold in places. Temperatures in the 20s. We're going to see some scattered showers later on and light layers, along with some sunglasses at times. A little bit of everything. 53 the high today.
Well, Good Morning Northwest time is just about 6:14 now.
A storm after storm bringing feet of rain in just hours in South Florida. Coming up, the devastating floods and the fears that these types of scenes will be more common.
We have a lot more still to come here on Good Morning Northwest as you take a look at this beautiful Friday sunrise. Happy Friday, everybody. We'll be right back.
Come to Chihuahua Casino and cruise home a winner. You could choose keys or cash. Play your favorite games to earn entries. The more you play, the more chances you have to win. Earn bonus entries on Sundays in April for even more chances to win. You could win a 2023 Chevrolet Trailblazer or $25,000 cash. Join us for jackpots, food, and fun at the place that treats you right, Chowila Casino.
Thank you for the 61 years in our beautiful Northwest communities. At Perfection Tire, we pride ourselves on providing our customers with quality tires at great prices. Not to mention, keeping your family safe on the road, no matter the conditions.
And to celebrate, we have our anniversary Cooper rebate sale going on now. And with our rough winter roads, while you're here, let our certified techs check your suspension and wheel alignment.
Nobody beats perfection.
Experience the film that started it all as a live symphony orchestra performs with the full movie on the big screen.
Second show added. Get your tickets now at ticketswest.com.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we're always looking at better ways to solve plumbing issues in your home. That's why we use the latest technology in sewer line repair called trenchless sewer repair. We can replace your current sewer line without digging up your entire yard. With just a couple of holes in the ground, we can pull new sewer pipe from the main line right into your house with minimal disruption to your lawn and your wallet. So if you need your sewer line repaired or replaced, call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
I just don't think STCU could handle us. We've grown a lot.
Can I be frank with you? Not just because that's my name. Now, we've upgraded our tools, team, and bring a fresh perspective.
So what's your pitch?
Slow down a bit. Growth's great, but uncontrolled growth, now that can be dangerous.
And how could growth be bad?
You ever seen a 6-foot-tall third grader sitting on Santa's lap? It's weird.
This is some sort of reverse psychology.
You can't drive 80 miles per hour down a highway that's not finished. You don't want to eat a grilled cheese.
I would have stopped at the first one.
I didn't know where I was going with that anyways.
I get your point, but I don't need STCU to help us slow down.
True, but we're happy to offer strategy and advice until you do need us. Sometimes, what's best for you doesn't boost our bottom line.
Sounds like STCU actually cares.
We do. All right, 3, 2, 1. Feel like we've had a breakthrough here today. STCU Business. Partner up.
Give it up for Anthony Anderson, y'all! And we're making noodles. Do you like it, Anthony? Huh?
Watch Kelly today at 4 and 4 News Now at 5.
4 News Now is brought to you by Regional Theater of the Palouse.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
It's now 6:17. It is being called a once-in-a-thousand-years event. The relentless rain pounding South Florida is finally letting up today, but not before trapping people in their homes, closing a major airport, and raising more concerns about just how often we are now seeing thousand-year floods in this country. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
This morning, streets looking like canals with neighborhoods underwater and people trapped after Broward County, Florida was swamped with 1/3 of its annual rainfall in just 7 hours.
We were powerless to stop it from flooding in on both doors.
More rain fell last night after storms dumped more than 2 feet on Wednesday, smashing records.
I've driven around the city, and there's not one area of the city that has not been impacted.
And before the roads could even drain or dry, another storm. Fort Lauderdale Airport still closed last night, the tarmac and access roads inundated. This man paddleboarding in his neighborhood in Pembroke Pines, but the high waters were life-threatening for others.
We're in a swamp buggy about 8 feet off the ground, and take a look at the water level that we are driving through at this point. We're on our way to a gentleman that is handicapped and unable to make it out of one of these mobile homes.
The widespread flooding making rescues difficult and dangerous.
Horrible. My car it got water all the way almost to the top, and I was really scared. Then I came out and I slept over here at my neighbor's house.
At one point, more than 600 people were taken to shelters. Rescue crews are doing a grid search in hard-hit areas, going home to home to ensure people are safe.
A lot of people are still left in the neighborhood, and I'm worried about many of them. And it's absolutely horrific.
Schools will be closed again today, but the airport is finally set to reopen. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
It's just horrible, those images.
Yeah. No
And
doubt.
The cleanup is going to be awful. But
All right, you were taking a look there at sunrise here over Spokane.
That's
and
pretty.
Yes, it is.
There you go. Hey, the sun's up. Another good day.
Yeah.
We're on this side.
Not going to see the sun, though, in parts of North Idaho.
There are some issues, yes. Some are not seeing the sunshine we are because of the fog, and we take a look as you're in North Idaho and northeastern Washington. Now, we look at what that looks like on cameras. Well, over into Newport and Old Town, you're fine, but look at the fog into Sandpoint. So definitely more dense there. We saw that a couple days ago. We're seeing it repeat again today. So again, allow for some extra time if you're coming in. 53 degrees will be our high today. We have no fog in our area, but increased clouds certainly expected to come in when we look at tonight. Another cold night. Temperatures down around freezing. Certainly we'll see temperatures into the upper 20s again. Winds light south 5 to 10 miles an hour. We don't have any major systems coming in, but we do have, again, a cold start, although it is 8 degrees warmer in Deer Park than it was yesterday. 31 degrees, Meade at 26, Fairchild, you're at 27, and 28 into Cheney. So dressed appropriately as you head out for work and school. Hayden, you're at 25, and 29 into Coeur d'Alene. We're into the low 30s. Everybody is chilly. There's no doubt about it. Let's touch on what's going on when it comes to the national satellite. Western U.S. is now calming down. We do have, again, winter weather moving up, but a warmer blend. Now the northern plains where Montana was seeing a foot of snow, we're starting to see rain move in there with that colder air moving south into Wyoming and Colorado. Florida will indeed dry out, a few scattered showers in the panhandle, but that's going to be about it. They're going to be allowing themselves to dry out for the next couple of days before the next big system comes in, drenching rains in Northern Carolina. For us, it is going to be rain, yes, showers, definitely, and it's going to be an afternoon event. 3, 4 o'clock, we're going to see those scattered with mountain snows into the higher elevations crossing over. None of this is sustained, and then we look at what we can expect tomorrow. Maybe a little longer scattered showers, but again, hour or two, and they're going to be moving out, and we'll see those continuing to be some snow into the mountains. For today, temperatures into the mid-50s for the valley, Meade over into 9 Mile, 52 Coeur d'Alene, Spirit Lake 50, and then 53 into Deer Park. All very consistent and consistently cooler than average. We will see above average temperatures, but it's going to come with afternoon showers on Saturday, Sunday. We are definitely going to see a warm up, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, highs into the low 50s, again, overnight lows down around freezing. So while you're probably not going to have a huge issue watering and getting things fired up with a refreeze, it's still going to be colder than average. The weekend's looking pretty good to get yard work done. Sorry, didn't mean to put that on a to-do list.
Yeah, a lot of people doing that raking and
although it's kind of nice, you know, early in the season, it's like, oh, we're out. Then you give it another couple of months and you're just like, oh, yard work. So at least that's how I am. It's now 6:22. Gonzaga may be close to naming Roger Powell's replacement on the coaching staff. We'll tell you who it's expected to be.
And the Spokane Indians outshined the Eugene Emeralds in their third game of the season last night. We'll show you how they did it right after the break in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
I went to the other car wash, and that place scratched my car. They also have dirt patches.
I go to Car Wash Plaza. Their state-of-the-art touchless is best for my car's finish. It's a complete wash that's even guaranteed. Plus, unlike those other guys, Car Wash Plaza is open 24/7 with plenty of lights and security cameras, so it fits your schedule. Go to carwashplaza.com for the nearest location. Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
Put some spring into your step with Great Floors. Shop exclusive specials throughout our showroom on carpet, luxury vinyl, and cultivated wood. Save on Karastan carpet, only $20.23 for a whole home installation. Our huge selection and expert team are here to help you recreate the perfect look and feel of your home. Great Floors offers 12 months 0% financing, so you are free to select the exact flooring you want. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
BSU is just an incredible community partner. We feel very fortunate to have them on board as we try to help families move forward and be stable and successful.
It is so important for both our families and our staff to receive current financial education.
What Eric's doing with his classes is basically giving them the knowledge they're going to need to be financially self-reliant.
This is not a topic that's typically taught in schools, and yet it is the baseline of access to almost everything that we do.
April showers brings mud, and that means it's time to go off-road. And everything you need is waiting at Snow's Auto. Shop over 100 custom wheels or crank up the sound with a new amp and subs. And this week, window tints are $50 off at Snow's Auto.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get up to $1,200 back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
It's still not warm weather by any means, but we have finally arrived to baseball season. And if you talk to people around the Spokane Indians organization, they believe they've got a squad capable of winning the Northwest League this year. And Thursday night, the Indians had it going on as they defeat Eugene 4-3. Despite giving up 9 hits on the night, Spokane pitchers did not break as they combined for 16 strikeouts on the evening. At the plate, the bats continued to struggle for the second straight night, but home runs by Yanquel Fernandez and Zach Koska helped lift them to victory. Spokane will look to take control of the series on Friday evening as first pitch is set for 6:35. And Gonzaga may be closer to hiring its newest member of the men's basketball staff. According to reports, the school is set to hire R.J. Barsh as assistant coach. Barsh spent the last season down in Tallahassee as an assistant at Florida State, but before that, he spent 3 seasons at Boise State, where he was an assistant to former Gonzaga longtime assistant Leon Rice. Barsh is expected to be in a similar role to that of Roger Powell, who left last week to take the Valparaiso head coaching position. And with numerous players announcing their decision to leave the program, the last big domino left to fall is Spokane's own Anton Watson. His decision to return for a 5th year should be in the coming days and weeks.
We are waiting. We need to know. Inquiring minds.
Taking his time. Good morning, Northwest. Time is just about 6:27.
As we head to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, as the summer travel season approaches, what you need to know about getting the best deals.
There have already been huge surges in bookings to far-flung destinations in Europe, Asia, South America, and more.
Bianca Sainez is heading to Italy with friends this summer, her first international trip since the pandemic.
I think that's the most I've ever spent on a flight before, so I'm actually really disappointed. But since I've been traveling, I've noticed like the fares have been extremely high.
With travel reaching those pre-pandemic levels, there's no sign of the booming pace of sales slowing down. June will likely mark peak prices for domestic travel and July for international destinations.
If you're traveling internationally, you need to book now. Prices will really only increase from here on out for summer trips.
And coming up at 7 a.m., how to get the most bang for your buck this summer. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Ready to feel what it's like when you can do more with less asthma? It's possible with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Are you in? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers use algorithms to treat every seller the same. We work with you personally. We Buy Ugly Houses customizes every purchase to every seller's needs. Call or click to sell quick.
Nobody likes throwing out fresh food that's gone bad. At Bosch, we care about quality ingredients as much as you. That's why we reimagined the way we preserve food. The Counter Depth Refrigerator from Bosch, featuring the revolutionary Farm Fresh system. With powerful freshness technologies, temperature and humidity stay balanced, and your foods stay fresh up to 3 times longer. Fresh by design, it's refrigeration reinvented.
If you're looking for a great career where you can spend time outdoors and make good money with an amazing team, then check out the Northwest Fence School of Fence. We will train individuals to specialize in chain link, privacy vinyl, ornamental iron, and wood fence installation. Our 1-month school will assist you in understanding the basic principles of fence installation. Seize the opportunity to join our team and train to be a fence professional. Our classes are enrolling now, so contact Northwest Fence today for more information. Northwest Fence. Nobody builds them better.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers use algorithms to treat every seller the same. We work with you personally. We Buy Ugly Houses customizes every purchase to every seller's needs. Call or click to sell quick.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are following breaking news of a standoff that lasted for hours on Spokane South Hill last night. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says a man who shot at deputies is now in the hospital.
That standoff blocked roads and had people sheltering in their homes for hours. Destiny Richards is live right outside of Moran Prairie Elementary School, and we just received word this morning that school will have normal operations there today.
That's right. All students and staff will resume classes as normal today, but there will be extra support for anyone who needs help just processing all of those scary events that happened today. And we do know that this man is in custody. He has multiple charges against him, including 2 counts of second-degree assault as well as second-degree domestic violence and robbery. And this is what that scene looked like yesterday. It was around 6:30 that neighbors reported hearing shots fired. Law enforcement quickly shut down roads and sent in the sheriff's department's heavy-duty vehicle. People in the area were told to shelter in place as there was a man with a rifle shooting. Boy Scout troops and YMCA basketball players were inside nearby Moran Prairie Elementary School and had to stay there until the situation was over. For hours, law enforcement had blocked the surrounding area, and several people were waiting at the real-life South Hill Church parking lot, checking on family members near the standoff.
It's terrifying. I mean, in the last couple of years, this kind of stuff has been increasingly happening in Spokane, but it's a lot different to have it happen this close to home.
Multiple events starting Wednesday evening led up to the standoff that ended just before 10 last night. And we know that man was taken to the hospital for care. Sheriff John Knowles said he doesn't know if he was shot or had other injuries, nor does he know who fired shots first. But this morning we just know an investigation is underway. Glen Rose and 57th blocked off, and we have the sheriff's office as well as SPD on scene. Reporting live in South Spokane, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
All right, Destiny, thank you so much.
All right, let's get John over to Mark with your first alert weather forecast.
All right, good morning. We've got a mild start to the day. I mean, it's freezing. The winds are light, so the wind chill not a big deal, but you still need to put a layer on as you head out. It is going to be warmer today than yesterday when we look at the 4 things. Afternoon showers, more than likely, north of I-90 all the way to the Canadian line. Even warmer for the weekend. But showers will continue. We'll see those potentially Saturday, certainly on Sunday. That forecast radar, as we help you plan your day, it is going to be, again, the convection, the heating, bringing in those scattered showers as early as 1 o'clock. And we'll see those roll through the region, so we want you to be aware of that. Windshield wipers at times, sunglasses at others, just like yesterday, although it will be a little warmer. Now, we look at what we can expect for temperatures as you head out. 26 into Meade, Post Falls 28, 29 into the valley. It's consistently cool. Our forecast does warm up. We're going to be in the low 50s throughout much of the afternoon, but we do have a pretty good chance of seeing those scattered showers later on today.
All right, Mark, thank you. ABC has received new testimony from a key witness in the trial of Lori Vallow Daybell.
She is the Idaho mother accused of killing 2 of her children as part of a doomsday religious cult with her husband, Chad. Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Now desk with our story.
Robin, Melanie Gibb is described as Lori Vallow Daybell's former best friend. She testified in court about Lori and Chad Daybell's extreme religious beliefs, saying Lori believed her kids were zombies and that her son, JJ, was possessed by an evil spirit. Listen to this.
He told me he would, climb up on the refrigerator and go top of the cabinets, and he was acting just more aggressive.
Prosecutors also played a phone call between Gibb and Lori, where Gibb is heard asking Lori and Chad about JJ's whereabouts.
Where is he? I've been asking, where is he? I can tell everything where JJ is right now, and that would not be good, JJ.
The children's bodies were found on Chad's property months after they went missing. Gibb, during cross-examination, tried to distance herself from the notion of zombies as the defense questioned her own religious beliefs. Gibb testified that Lori told her she and Chad believed their spouses were going to die and then she and Chad could be together. The couple is facing charges in the murder of Chad's ex-wife, Tammy, and Lori faces charges in her husband's death in Arizona. This trial is expected to last 8 to 10 weeks. Lori and Chad have both pleaded not guilty. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Well, today we hope to learn the name of the man found dead on the WSU campus near a residence hall. WSU police say officers were called to the Stevenson Hall complex yesterday morning and found a body on the south side of the building near some trees. They did not say if he was a student.
The Whitman County Coroner's Office was called. They came out and we're conducting a joint investigation at this time to determine the cause and manner of death.
Chief Gary Jenkins says there is no active threat to the WSU community based on the information they have. That man's family has been notified. His name and cause of death will be released by the Whitman County Coroner's Office at a later date.
This is the moment an FBI SWAT team arrested the young man they believe is responsible for the massive leak of top secret information that has rattled America and our allies around the world. 21-year-old Jack Teixeira with his hands on his head, walking out of his family's home in Massachusetts. He was a low-ranking enlisted airman trained as an IT specialist, not a spy or a rogue foreign power, but a young man trying to impress a small group of other young men and teenagers in a 25-person invitation-only chat group in the online gaming forum Discord.
That feel to know things before the rest of the world knew them.
It felt like I was on top of Mount Everest. It felt like I was above everyone else to some degree, and that I would be able to brag to some people that I knew stuff that they didn't.
Authorities say that for months, Jack Teixeira shared classified Pentagon papers that exposed U.S. intelligence on Ukraine, China, Iran, and even on America's allies with members of a small invitation-only gaming group. But those documents eventually spread far beyond that. Now he is facing charges under the Espionage Act.
Just so many questions in this case, including why that 21-year-old has access to all of that.
Yeah, more coming up on GMA. It's now 6:37.
All right, let's get things back over to Mark Peterson and smooth sailing for your morning commute.
Yeah, things are looking pretty good. We're going to see it warm up a little quicker today than it did yesterday. Temperatures today warmer than yesterday. Look, there's a beautiful sunrise. We'll have a full check of your forecast coming up.
And a new battleground in the nationwide war against opioids, the drug the Biden administration is classifying as an emerging threat. When Good Morning Northwest continues.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Jonah here. Before you decide on an SUV, I invite you to see and drive the Volkswagen Tiguan. It's impressive and it checks all the boxes. A roomy interior, plenty of cargo space with remote power liftgate. All-wheel drive, that's important in the Northwest. Solid performance, modern infotainment system with all the high-tech choices. Check out the Tiguan at your nearby Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
You rang? What's up?
I got hit by a car.
Lucky you, just a couple of scratches.
Don't accept that check.
We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
There are a lot of ways to deal with a stubborn drain. Call us at Mainstream Plumbing. Our high-definition LED camera can go where no plumber has gone before, deep inside your sewer lines to find the root of the problem. Call 866-411-ZAP.
April showers brings mud, and that means it's time to go off-road. And everything you need is waiting at Snow's Auto. Shop over 100 custom wheels or crank up the sound with a new amp and sub. And this week, window tints are $50 off at Snow's Auto.
Get $200 when you open a new checking account with Horizon Credit Union. When you bank with us, you'll get expert guides to help you on your financial journey. A pathfinder, an advisor, a teammate, a guardian, and peace of mind wherever you're headed next. So, if you're ready for a better banking experience, sign up in branch or online with the promo code GET200. Horizon Credit Union, your path, our purpose.
Wow.
Wait, is that a phone? Look at the performance, the graphics. That thing's a gaming machine. A new challenger, Faker. That man's a gaming legend. Everyone, fasten your seatbelts. And here we go!
Spring into action and take your adventures to the next level with Northwest Motorsport. Fuel your next adventure at nwmsrocks.com/spring. Find the keys to your next adventure at Northwest Motorsport.
It's now 6:40. In the battle against America's opioid crisis, a potentially deadly drug mix is spreading across the U.S.
It's fentanyl cut with an animal tranquilizer called xylazine. It can do major damage, leaving some users scarred and wounded. The Biden administration is taking the unprecedented step of officially declaring the substance an emerging threat, meaning some of the president's $46 billion drug budget could help pay for drug testing, data collecting, and developing treatments.
Both the types of drugs have changed from predominantly organic to predominantly synthetics, but the way drugs are bought and sold have also changed. Now all you need is a phone in the palm of your hand and a social media app.
It's an uphill battle in an ever-changing drug landscape.
A record settlement from the e-cigarette maker Juul Labs will now force retailers to secure Juul products behind counters, verify the age of people buying it, and stop the company from using people under 35 years old in marketing materials targeting young people.
Settlement is really groundbreaking. I'm hopeful that it's going to send a strong message to other companies outside of Juul that these practices will not be tolerated.
The CDC and FDA data shows more than 2.5 million middle and high schoolers in the U.S. used e-cigarettes last year. Juul's been accused of contributing to the rise of vaping and addictive nicotine products among youth. The company is paying $462 million in the largest multi-state settlement yet for the company. It's now 6:42.
All right, Mark's full forecast coming up right after the break. Don't go away.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Warmer weather is on the way, and it's time to spring into the outdoors at the General Store with some amazing deals.
Like the Intex Challenger K2 Kayak, on sale for $199.99. All Minn Kota electric trolling motors and rod and reel combos, 20% off. We have a huge variety of supplies for all you green thumbs.
50% off seed starting kits, and all Livingston seed packs are buy one, get one 50% off. All these deals and more this month at the General Store.
We have the fun stuff.
See all the great deals at GeneralStoreSpokane.com.
ABC's World News Tonight
and 4 News Now.
When the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
This is about more than just tractors. These are people's lives we're talking about here.
When I'm on my Kubota, everything goes away. It's my therapy.
Okay, guys, we need to get this part ordered for Rick's tractor immediately.
Heck, they don't treat people as customers. They treat people like family.
Boy Furniture Galleries has chairs and recliners to fit every need, including naps. It's the Spring Savings Event. For a limited time only, you can save up to 30% store-wide. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
It's the once-a-year spring tune-up event this week at the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights, Coeur d'Alene, and Spokane.
Hi, I'm George, and I'm offering great deals on over 300 of the best rigs in the region.
And I'm Mustachio, offering up to $600 in free upgrades with every vehicle sold, like lifts, light bars, fenders, and tires, so you can customize your ride. It's perfect! Like the deal and love your wheels.
Tremendous time for Don the Snake Prudhomme, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first 5-second time ever.
And come meet Don the Snake Prudhomme at the 7th Annual Spokane Speed and Custom Show, April 14th to 16th. It's the biggest all-indoor car show in Spokane history. 8 buildings packed with over 400 vehicles. Spokane Fair and Expo Center, April 14, 15, and 16. Doors open at noon on Friday, 10 on Saturday and Sunday. See the Snake and TV's Ian Russell on Friday and Saturday. The Spokane Speed and Custom Show. See us on Facebook, and we'll see you there.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino.
It's my daughter's voice crying and sobbing, saying, "Mom." And I'm like, "Okay, what happened?" She's like, "Mom, these bad men have me. Help me, help me."
An urgent warning from an Arizona mom who says she was the victim of a terrifying voice cloning scam.
Jennifer DiStefano says when she recently received a call from an unknown number, she almost didn't pick it up. But her 15-year-old daughter was on a trip and she worried it could be an emergency. So she answered it.
I just walked inside and started screaming for help.
They could have obviously been like putting some information together to try and track me or some of my siblings to actually make this a reality. So it definitely scared me.
DiStefano says a man demanded ransom in exchange for her daughter, Brianna, though he didn't want a wire transfer. He instead told her he would pick her up. Within minutes, the family confirmed Brianna was safe. DiStefano says it was all a scheme using artificial intelligence to replicate her daughter's voice.
Most people in the modern age have some form of an online identity and have probably spoken in some way, in some aspect that's been recorded, especially if you're under the age of 25. So this becomes very, very challenging as we move into a future where we do have these AI generators or synthetic audio when it comes to verification and validation.
Experts caution anyone with the right software can clone voices in a matter of seconds, saying scammers often find that audio on social media. So how can you protect yourself? Keep your online profiles private. Be wary of calls from an unfamiliar area code or international number that could be an immediate red flag.
It's really scary to think about, right? I mean, how many of us have video of ourselves with our voices on social media? So, yeah.
All of us.
Indeed, all of us. Mark's big on Instagram these days, by the way. I don't know if you know this.
It's a new world. It's a new world. We'll see how I do. I'm learning. All right, couple of degrees, and it makes all the difference when it comes to fog as we look at Sandpoint. Look at that. Some thin fog. It's on the move. We have some pretty good weather up in Old Town. It's a cold start. 53 degrees will be our high today in the Spokane-Coeur d'Alene corridor. Not looking too bad, but afternoon showers are going to be pushing through. Tonight, showers move out. Now it gets colder again, 33, and we're slowly going to see that improve over the weekend, and then it's going to turn. And we'll have that in just a moment. So right now, 31 in Deer Park, 26 Meade, down into Spangle, 34. Heading over to Idaho, you're into the mid to upper 20s. Spirit Lake, 23 degrees, light winds. Could feel like it's 19, 20 degrees. Make sure you dress appropriately as you head out today. Knowing that afternoon showers are going to be prevalent, we do have a few isolated and scattered showers in the region, but those are going to increase for later on today. So we're seeing, again, that potential really fire up about 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's going to continue to move through, and then sun sets, everything calms down, cools down, dries out. Another round of heating, another round of scattered rain showers. Just about the time Robin Ants will be golfing tomorrow, about 2:30, right? So we'll see what happens there. By Sunday morning, we're going to see another repeat of that with afternoon showers and more sustained rain into areas of Monday. 55 for the high today into the valley. We're going to see that downtown, 52 Coeur d'Alene. You're going to be in the low to mid 50s all over the area. We look at the planning forecast. We are planning planning on warmer weather over the weekend, but it's going to be those pesky afternoon showers. 59 on Saturday, Sunday 60. Now that next front comes in that's going to bring in more sustained rain Sunday night into Monday, and then more showers, cooler with highs around 50 and overnight lows falling back to freezing or colder as we get into Wednesday morning. All right, we're going to, again, ski season's wrapping up, but it's not done yet. Let's take a look at what we have. 49 degrees north. They're going to hit 47 today, but they're open Friday through Sunday. You're going to see, again, a little mashed potato there in the afternoon. Lookout Pass warming to 41. Winds are going to be light, and they're open again today through Sunday. Silver Mountain is open Saturday and Sunday. They're going to hold on to their machine groomed surfaces better with 33. Mount Spokane hitting 43, but they're closed. So is Schweitzer. They're closed, not reporting any new snow, but a reminder that everyone's gearing up now for what will be the summer activities and the biking and getting out and enjoying yourself for the summertime in some of our higher elevations. But you can still ski. You can go golfing, go bike riding.
It's amazing that it's April 14th and you can still ski.
Yeah.
And you can do your taxes this weekend. Sorry.
Yes, that's right. Time is a ticking.
Do it.
It is now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up next.
All right, Doug, go away. We thank you so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Friday morning.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Foothills Mazda.
Put some spring into your step with Great Floors. Shop exclusive specials throughout our showroom on carpet, luxury vinyl, and cultivated wood. Save on Karastan carpet, only $20.23 for a whole home installation. Our huge selection and expert team are here to help you recreate the perfect look and feel of your home. Great Floors offers 12 months 0% financing, so you are free to select the exact flooring you want. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
It's time to think spring at Sculptured Gardens, the Inland Northwest's premier gift shop, garden center, and nursery. Shop early for the best selection for all your spring gardening needs, from seeds and soil to pots, containers, and cocoa fiber. Enjoy life. It's time. East of Sullivan on Sprague Avenue.
Are you tired of getting out of your car to open your gates? Would you like to control the access to your commercial property or business? Then call the experts at Northwest Fence to get a free estimate for your new automated gate. Nobody builds them better.
April showers brings mud, and that means it's time to go off-road. And everything you need is waiting at Snow's Auto. Shop over 100 custom wheels or crank up the sound with a new amp and subs. And this week, window tints are $50 off at Snow's Auto.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby, so we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a free complete exam and x-rays and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it's 6:53. Time to get you ready for your Friday and the weekend here in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles has details on what police are calling a crime trend across downtown Spokane.
Mark Peterson telling us about a sunny, warmer weekend ahead.
But let's get right to Destiny Richards live on Spokane South Hill with breaking news of that standoff that lasted for hours last night. Destiny?
That's right. That standoff is now over as of this morning, but an investigation is still underway on Glen Rose this morning. No officers were injured in the standoff, but the man that was firing shots at officers is in custody. He has multiple charges against him, and he's in the hospital receiving care. All we know is that that standoff yesterday had multiple roads closed. Neighbors were in the area as well, and Moran Prairie Elementary School was on lockdown. We do know as of this morning that classes will resume as normal, but there will be extra support at the school for anyone who needs help processing the events from yesterday. We'll continue to follow the aftermath of this standoff here on 4 News Now.
Destiny, thanks so much. Today we hope to learn the name of the man found dead on the WSU campus near a residence hall. WSU police say officers were called to the Stevenson Hall complex early yesterday morning and found the body on the south side of the building near some trees. They did not say if he was a student. Chief Gary Jenkins says there is no active threat to the WSU community based on the information they have. That man's family has been notified. His name and cause of death will be released by the Whitman County Coroner's Office at a later date.
Post Falls School District has decided to move to a 4-day school week starting next year. We've been telling you about this, but this came about for a lot of reasons. Mainly, though, the district hopes it helps to keep more teachers and staff during really high turnover. According to the district superintendent, Post Falls has lost more than a third of its certified staff in the past 2 years. She tells us those teachers often leave for schools where the pay is substantially better. The district hopes this 4-day school week incentivizes teachers and staff to stay. There are some concerns, particularly when it comes to child care for parents who can't be home with their kids on that extra day off. Read more about the things parents are concerned about and this story on KXLY.com.
And good morning, everybody. And our First Alert Weather, and just a reminder, the First Alert Weather app would be a great tool to have with the changing weather, certainly in the afternoon. We're going to be warming up in the low 50s. We are going to see clouds and sun, and then afternoon scattered showers expected. Temperatures right now, boy, put a light jacket on. You're going to need it. 29 into the valley, out into the West Plains. You're freezing. And over the next, again, 12 hours, we are going to see those afternoon showers that are going to roll in. We could see temperatures into the mid-50s downtown. Officially, we should be at 53 degrees.
Lori Vallow Daybell's trial resumes today. The Idaho mother is accused of murdering 2 of her children and conspiring to kill her husband's ex-wife. Yesterday, her former friend took the stand. Melanie Gibb testified about her friendship with Daybell, and a recording of one of their conversations was played in court. In that conversation, Gibb asked Daybell where her son JJ is and if he's safe. Daybell has pleaded not guilty to all charges.
This is the moment an FBI SWAT team arrested the young man they believe is responsible for the massive leak of top secret information. That is 21-year-old Jack Teixeira with his hands on his head walking out of his family's home in Massachusetts. He was a low-ranking enlisted airman trained as an IT specialist. He was not a spy or a rogue foreign power, but a young man trying to impress a small group of other young men and teenagers in a 25-person invitation-only chat group in the online gaming forum Discord. Coverage on this story continues coming up on GMA.
And the Spokane Police Department is tracking a string of violent crimes in downtown Spokane committed by a large group of teens. Chief Craig Meidel is now pleading with parents to know where their kids are at all times. Police have detailed 4 attacks within the last couple of weeks, 2 of which happened in Riverfront Park. Police say they are roaming in packs and preying on people downtown, carrying weapons like pepper spray, knives, and even guns. Chief Meidel says it's going to take community involvement to put a stop to these types of violent acts being committed by teenagers. You can read all about this story right now on KXLY.com.
In a surprising twist for the housing market, banks are actually losing money on home loans. Wells Fargo announced it would be scaling back on its mortgage business, and it's not alone. The Mortgage Bankers Association reported independent mortgage banks and subsidiaries of chartered banks are in the red for the first time since 2008, losing an average of $300 on each mortgage. The MBA has cited low housing inventory, affordability challenges, and the skyrocketing mortgage rates as reasons potential homeowners have backed out of the market. We'll be right back.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Looking for quality and experience? Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic has been providing personalized care to their clients for over 30 years. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, they do it all. With competitive costs and quality service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
You rang? What's up?
I got hit by a car.
Ooh. Lucky you, just a couple of scratches. I think we can settle this.
Don't accept that check. Craig Swap and Associates will take it from here.
After an accident, the insurance company wants to settle with you for as small of a check as possible, like this one. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning America, the state of emergency in Florida with historic rainfalls, dangerous flooding, and first responders answering hundreds of calls.
All right, coming up live, look, there's the blue sky. A little bit of cloud cover out there. We're going to see increased clouds throughout the afternoon. Today, 53 degrees, warmer than yesterday, but we'll get to above average when we get to Saturday and Sunday. We are going to see some afternoon showers coming through, not only today, but through the weekend. More sustained rain expected on Monday and cooler. So enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, I think the weather is reason enough to celebrate, right?
Yeah,
You're not going to have to freeze at your kids' baseball and soccer games. You can get out and take a walk or a hike. Anything's possible.
We'll see you through, Jimmy.